for the big time. I'm gonna be hard to beat. Oh, I'm a hard act to follow, got a big reputation. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. You ain't seen nothing like this now. Let me hear your hands clap. It's my time. I'm back on my feet now. I'm taking on the world. I never miss a beat. That's the way I roll. You can watch me doing it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. I can feel it coming. Can you feel it coming? You got one life. Come on, take hold of it. That's right. Now don't let go of it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. Are you ready for this?
Good evening. How's everybody doing this evening? Welcome to the show.
There's a rumble in the cage. Feel the trouble, hit the game. It's the final countdown. Oh, it's the new age. Ain't gonna let nobody cross me now. It's gonna take a lot to slow me down. From the rubble we gon' cross.
All right, we got our audio issues. I think we've got our audio issues fixed. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live at Virtual Phoenix. Getting ready for our second to the last race of the year. 16 cars on the track again tonight. In the lineup is going to be the number 6, Velzy Daly. 10, Rick Fergone. 12, Cody Williams. 14, Vern Bradley. 17, Tommy Haynes. 31, Richard Holland. 36, David Nister. 41, Michael Atkins Jr. 56, John T. Wimbish. 63, Glenn Jamison. 70, Burt Wilson. 72, Jacob Daniels. Continuing on, we'll have 75 of the 75 machine of Chuck Sweeney. 81 of Michael McCauley. 86 of John Sanu, and the 00 of Nick Hunt. And that's going to be your roundup tonight. Weather over here at Phoenix tonight is 69 degrees, air temperature 67, trackside wind 5 miles an hour. Yeah. We're going to be right back with our starting grid and the starting lineup right after this. what's going on with you, sir? Top of the board. There we go. That's what I'm liking at. That's what I'm liking at.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
And there we go, there we go, there we go. It's time to get started. Still having a few audio issues, but we're getting it all. We're getting it there. We're getting there. I guess that's a good thing, that not having everybody watching you. Gonna have, like I said tonight, we're gonna have a good race. Tonight's being sponsored by Amy Contracting, co-sponsored by KDMS Nation Radio, 121.4. They got the beer booth down there in the center. Riding along here with the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. during practice. Vern popped up here just a second ago, but then he just poof, he disappeared. What's up, Honor? How you doing tonight? Got a few more practice. You got a few more practices, and it should be closing up here with a. And we're gonna jump right over to the grid. Vern Bradley coming up here saying that he got the number 1 spot. He says he's fast. I guess we're gonna have to find out. Let's get some racing audio up here. Yeah, it should be a very interesting evening this evening. And there we go. There we go. All trial cars are going to be going in. Let's get ready to race. And he wasn't lying. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Be nice if he got on the track, though. Well, how about the 75? Is he out there yet? No. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Jeez. There we go. All right, your starting grid tonight is going to be the 14 of Vern Bradley. He has got the pole. Outside of him is going to be Chuck Sweeney in that 75 machine. Next, we're going to have the 31 of Richard Holland, and you can see the outside of him is going to be the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. And fifth tonight, we're going to have David Hester in the 36 machine. On the outside of him is going to be, oh, hold on now. Outside of him is going to be the 00 of Nick Hunt. Seventh is going to be the 10 machine of Just Rick, and outside of him is going to be the 12 machine of Cody Williams, which does not seem to be as it lined up yet. Continuing on in the 9th spot is going to be the 17 machine of Tommy Haynes. And Elsley Daly in the 6th machine is going to be on the outside of him. Jacob Daniels in the 72 machine. John T. Wimmish is going to be on the outside. Burt Wilson in 13th, John Snow in 14th in the 70 machine, and that was our winner last night during the truck race, right there. And in the 86 machine is going to be John Snow on the outside. Final 2 cars of the night is going to be Glenn Jamison in the 63. Green Flag Racing, and then Michael McCulley coming in the 16th spot. 16 cars to go, and we are Green Flag Racing. We'll stay right here. Hey, this is a pretty good angle right here. $17 going to drop down to the inside. And there's a bunch of movers and shakers. It looks like the 31. There we go. Let them all go out there for Byrne taking out that lead. A little terrific restart. We got Nick Hunt right here, and the number I don't have a number 8. Oh, that's the number 6. Number 6, Elsley Daly. Tommy Haynes. Gonna push that down in there. Guys are up there battling, trying to get down into that top 5 there. There is a whole slew. Tommy Haynes on the outside of Nick Hunt. These guys are battling right here for that 6th position. Looks like Tommy's going to get it on the outside, maybe? I don't know if he drops down. And there he goes. And it is. And what's up, Lambeau? How you doing this evening? No Lacey tonight. I don't think he runs the Cup car or the Xfinity. Let's head up the front here, and with your race leader, Vern Bradley. Right along with him a little bit, right there, and coming in the second position right there is the 75 of Chuck Sweeney. About 0.75 is the gap between Vern and Chuck. Oh, the cars are starting to spread out a little bit. Drop back here into the 31 of Richard Holland. He has got the number 6 car. He's got the number 6 car of Elsie Daly right on his bumper. Yeah. I am doing fantastic. We're looking forward to a great night of racing right here. Riding on board here with the 31 machine of Richard Holland, which, by the way, is my eyes. Oh, yeah. Okay, my eyes were playing tricks on me earlier. I thought he changed his paint scheme. There you go. That is your 3rd, 4th, and 5th right there. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And the 17 of Tommy Haynes is not far behind in the sixth spot. It's going to the inside of the 6th car of Elsie Daly. As he goes high wide. And the 17 of Tommy Haynes is going to take that position. That looks like a Smokey and the Bandit car right there. However, that's a Chevy, not a Pontiac. All right, let's jump up to the 75. There it is. There's your intervals. Vern Bradley all the way out in front. Chuck Sweeney P2 and 41 of Mike Atkins in 3rd. Vern able to increase to about a 1 second lead gap there. He wasn't lying. He said he's fast. He is fast tonight. Drop back here into the 13th spot. Jacob Daniels in the 72 car. Right behind him is going to be Michael McCauley, and behind him is going to be John Sanu, the 86 machine. Not sure if he's got a bum set of tires, or is he just sitting back and letting the race go? Letting the race let the racing and races racing and they're racing. Let the racers racing and they're racing and they're racer. I have no idea what I'm saying. That's okay. That's going to make 2 of us, because I'm sure you have no clue what I'm talking about. What I meant to say is that, is he being strategical? Strategical. Yes, that is a word. Good evening, Brazen. How are you doing this evening? Riding along in that Sweet Tarts machine with the 81 of Michael McCauley. Taking a look at the 36 of Dave Nestor, and right behind him is the 10 car of Just Rick. You know, he tried to tell me how to pronounce his name last night. He even made me say it with him. Pagone. I hope I said it right. Rick Pagone. And as we discussed that, he's going to dive to the inside of that 36 machine, David Nestor. And look at this. Your winner from last night's truck season series. He's jobbed down to the inside. He's going to try to take a position away. It's a 70 of Burt Wilson. And then now, look at this. Here comes the 63 of Glenn Jamison. Had a little bit of issues last night during the truck series. Let's hope that he's got those things figured out. We don't have the same issue we had last night. Different cup, or different car, different setup, different everything. So, looks as if he's running that bottom just the way he wants to. Checking over here in your number 4 spot, Richard Holland. Staying right on that tail of Michael Atkins Jr. And right behind him is Tommy Haynes in the 5th spot. Nick Hunt just on the outside of your right side of your screen. That was the double zero of Nick Hunt. These guys right here are racing for that podium spot right there. This is your race for 3rd place. Richard going to hang out there, down there at the bottom. Tommy going a little wide, but right being able to get on that accelerator and catch right back up to him. $22 laps done, down. And look at this, Chuck Sweeney. We're going to go up there to the number 2 car because Chuck has been able to catch up and break that down to 3.7 hundredths of a second. Chuck has caught him. Catching him, I should say. Let's go ahead and take a ride with a 75 of Chuck Sweeney. Notice how he coming out of the turn. Vern's able to get a little bit of jump. Increase that late back to about 0.3, but right in the corners, here we go. Of course, I guess that would make sense considering you got to slow down for a corner. See, I'll get this racing thing down. And we are still battling down here for third spot. Michael Atkins Jr., Richard Holland, and Tommy Haynes. Richard looking for that inside. Looking for that inside. Like I said, this is your race right now for third spot. The 41 of Atkins Jr., the 31 of Richard Holland, the 17 of Tommy Haynes. This is where patience, just a tad, just, letting him, you're just reminding him that he's there. Just reminding him that he's there. Not that you can't see that car all the way out. And that big rear view mirror they got. Running on lap 35 of 140. Chuck able to go ahead and consistently move that down to about a hundredth of a second. Exciting race right here. The third spot will go up here to the 75 of Chuck Sweeney. Let's see what he's got. That car color that Chuck Sweeney has, he almost looks like the Popo trying to pit him. Of course, pitting here in racing means totally something different. Almost can't tell that design from the Chevy Camaro to the new Charger. I guess it all depends on the paint scheme. Just looks like Chuck's car looks so much different than Vern's. But who knows? I'm blind, and it might be just because I ain't got my glasses on. Let's drop back over here and see how this race is going. Richard Holland going to get that inside line. And there it is. Just in time. Richard's going to take that third spot away from Michael Atkins Jr. And he don't look happy. Nick Hunt, while those three were fighting over position, allowed the 00 of Nick Hunt to get back into this fight right here. He's currently running 6th, looking for a top 5. Oh, all right. Tommy Haynes is going to take a position away. Nick says, I think I'm going to try. Michael Atkins closing that door. All right, well, I guess we're going to find out what Richard see. Let's see if Richard can get caught up. Vern able to extend his lead a little bit more, back up to about 3/10 of a second. Not much, but that's all you're going to need for the win. That. So Michael Atkins Jr., running 3rd most of the race so far, is going to drop back to 5th. And I would say that we have Tommy Haynes and Richard Holland over here teaming up, trying to catch those leaders. But there is quite a gap in between. Go to your race leader right now, Vern Bradley. He's got his hands full with Chuck Sweeney in there. We've run 43 races, 43 laps, and Vern has led every one of them so far. Chuck being sitting back there just being patient. Chuck's the kind of racer that he's going to let you run your race, but if you screw up, he's going to take advantage of it. Difference is Vern Bradley doesn't screw up very often. Look at this. Chuck's got it in. He's got it this time. He's going to get into the end. Oh, he's going to back down. He's going to back down. Give Vern a little bit of room for coming down. Ran out of real estate right there. Somebody just called in. They're going to be pitting. We're on lap 47. Looks like the number 6 of Elsie Daly. He's down there on pit road. In that Chevrolet Trans Am. Catching up to the 36 of Dave Nestor. Dave Nestor going to pull on out of the way, let the leaders go by. Good evening, Cindy. How are you doing tonight? So glad to see you. "49 laps down, 50 to go." I don't know why I said that. 90 to go. Jeez. Oh, check, touch, just reaching out and touching that wall just a tad bit. Just enough just to make those paint guys in the back at home go, what the hell? There's a quarter panel we're going to have to fix. Look at that, Lambo's playing Daisy. I gotta figure out how to turn that shit off. Ah. Well, they are just trying to go back to the 31 of Richard Holland. He way back here. "17 Tommy Haynes is still riding right along with him. Look at that gap. Shot going way high that time. Losing a good half a second right there. Vern's going to go down to the inside. Of John Wimbish. Number six. Number six trying to get one of his laps back. Currently showing 2 laps down. Got a lot of pressure tires. Going to hold on to that outside, and he's going to get by. Those 2 cars right there been out there for 57 laps. Wondering if LZ had a little bit of issues. He's the only one that pitted so far. Vern. Vern to the outside. Vern going into the down to the inside. Able to hold it. No caution out. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. He just gets loose, goes out to the, rubs it, and bounces him right down to the inside. Let's take a look at this one more time. Oh, looks like he's going to have some outside damage. Apparently. No caution. That is going to drop him all the way down to the 11th spot. He's going to take that down pit road right there. Slow her down. Long way away from that pit stall. Gonna take some right side, gonna take some left side. And I heard the car shut off.
Go low, Dave.
Thank you.
Well, let's get back in. Chuck Sweeney is currently now your leader with a 7.2 second lead over second place to 31 of Richard Holland. Let's go into the 10 machine of just Rick. Rick Fergone in that 10 machine. Kind of sitting all by himself behind him. Well, you know what? Let's just go through the field. How about that? How about that? We haven't done that yet tonight. How about that? Chuck Sweeney, he is showing currently your race leader. Richard in the 75 machine. Richard Holland is in your second spot in that 31. Tommy Haynes right there in the 17th and the third spot. 00 of Nick Hunt. He's rounding off fourth. Michael Atkins Jr. holding on to that top 5 spot. Right behind him was last night's winner, Burt Wilson, in that 70 machine. Well, let's not count him out. He done come up and stole everything last night. 63. Glenn Jamison, he is currently running 7th. 86 of John Sanu. In 9th, Just Rick. I'm showing him 8th. And then in the 10th spot, we have 81 Michael McCauley. That number 14 car, Vern Bradley, still sitting on pit road. Rough night for the guy who led all but a few laps. Was right along with the 70 machine of Burt Wilson here. There's the 6-car Velzy Daily. He's still showing a lap down. Currently running in 12th. In 13th, we're going to have the 36 machine of David Nestor. Jacob Daniels in the 72 machine. Showing 15th. Or 14th. We had 16 cars tonight. Not really sure which car dropped out, but we are only showing 15 tonight. But maybe I just miscounted. I don't know. No, we definitely had 16. I didn't. I mean, if I needed more than my fingers and toes, okay, then we'd have an issue. But I was able to keep. I was going to say my shoes on, but that wouldn't make sense either, would it? All right, I'm going to just stop now. And look at this, the number 6 machine. Trying to, no. '31 of Richard Holland. He is on pit road right now. Left side. And there he goes. He gone.
Sorry about that, John.
Riding along with the 56 is Wimbish. Not sure where he got that damage from, but he got a little bit of outside damage. Kind of reached up there and touched that wall. '86 just blowing right in there. Hey, John Sanu. Got a couple of coming up on some pit cars there. That'd be the 41 right there. Michael Atkins Jr. Oh, jeez. See if we can figure out where he got that damage from. We ain't got any damage there. Oh, there it is right there.
Take a look.
Take a look at this one more time. Ouch. David Nestor. Wasn't able to check up in time. Look at this race right here. This is second place right now. Got Burt Wilson in second, and then you got John Sanu. He's looking to the inside, trying to take that second spot over. And he's going to do it. Got the 41 dropping down. Get back on the lead lap. There he is, John Sanu. Showing second spot right now. Burt Wilson right in behind. Burt Wilson is driving down into the pits right now. Able to pull off 79 laps. 79 laps on that machine there tonight. Right behind him, you see the 63 of Glenn Jamieson. Chuck Sweeney, the leader. He's coming down pit road right now. Ouch. And we see that 14 machine of Vern Bradley. I think he's done for the night. There he is. He's on the way out. Chuck Sweeney. Michael McCauley leading the pack. Isn't that sweet tarts? Gonna get a lead one lap, couple laps, maybe. Got a 4-second lead over Richard Holland. But he is going to be looking, he should be looking to pit pretty soon. Him and Wimbish are the only two that, and Wimbish it looks as if the 56 of Wimbish is going in. That's going to leave Michael McCauley, the only one that hasn't pitted. Diana, how are you doing tonight? How do? Just got to call into his. Just got to call in to his pit crew. He is going to take her on down. He's going to. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
That's on me.
Not sure who that was. That was the 56 of John Wimbish. See if we can take a look at it or see what happened here. Oh, he's just going to go in and he's going to lose it all by himself.
That sounds like me.
Look at that. Mr. Vern Bradley up in the booth.
Yeah, I'm going to park it for the night, DMS. I put quite a bit of damage on that 14 car, so we're done.
We're done for the night. Yeah, we got a bird's eye view of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a shame. I had a fast hot rod.
You did. You had a very fast car. Yeah.
But it is what it is.
You know what they're gonna say now? You're gonna have your lovers that say you were doing a fantastic job. Then you're gonna have your haters saying you just couldn't handle Chuck being in the rear view.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a that 75 back there doesn't make it easy, but I'm pretty sure that I had a pretty good race car tonight.
You definitely did. You led all but, well, I mean, 60, 70 some laps, something like that.
I led 58, 57 of them.
Sure would be nice if that was on the timing screen. Gonna have to get that figured out. Here they go. Here all the leaders are jumping down into pit road.
Let's
Laps,
see if I can get in there to watch it.
86 laps completed. They're all going to come down, and this is it. This is going to be it right here. If we go green, this is it. I would assume, right? You're more mathematical than I am. But I would have to say that this is going to be the final pit if we go green.
Mathemagician.
Not the magician. Mathemagician.
Mathemagician. The word of the day.
You know, I like to just make shit up and then say it's
That's-
a word.
That's the word of the day, mathemagician.
Mathemagician.
I guess the whole show could be mathemagistic. That sounds like a bunch of mathema bullshit.
Look at this. Unbelievable.
I get right there early, right there.
Well, I'm going to try to hack my way back into the iRacing server here, DMS.
Okay.
It's little, I don't know, behind the scenes thing that I learned.
Oh yeah. Did you?
Yeah, you can race on one computer and then watch it from another.
Son, did you when after you wrecked, did you have to do that calm down time, go out, smoke?
Yeah, I
kick
went
the
out. I
fence?
did go out and grab a smoke, and it wasn't because I needed to calm down. I'm pretty good. I in a good frame of mind, and had a lot of fun out there when I was out there, and it was fun racing Chuck around. So I'm good.
There you go. Mama
In it-
Riddle. How you doing, Mama Riddle?
I'm not in it for a championship either. So
Okay, now you're starting to sound like Nation.
well, I didn't want to. When I wrecked myself, I'm just glad I didn't affect nobody else.
Speaking of Nation, did you hear they saw him in Vegas?
I did, and he's 8 or 9 foot tall with big eyes.
But hey, if there's going to be anything big on Nation, it's definitely just going to be his eyes.
Well, I got in, and then it kicked me out, DMS.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. I thought you had your little back door
It ain't working.
green. What? They call green, and yet the pace car is still out there. What? What the hell?
Guy racing put away in a catching me.
My goodness.
It said server mismatch.
All right, here we go. Line up here, we're going to have 70 Burt Wilson. And then we have 75 of Chuck Sweeney. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, 75 of Chuck Sweeney, 63. There we go. Glenn Jamison, 63. This thing is just... All right, we're going back green. Because the time that deal is just not working. Yellow. We have a yellow already. See if we can see what we can see here. Well, they are definitely... Well, they are definitely racing as if it was still green. So I'm not sure what the hell's going on.
Well, they ain't giving up, DMS. That's what's going on.
Oh, look, we got the 17, Tommy Haynes. He's going to hit the inside wall. And with the craziness that's going on, I don't know if we're under yellow, if we're under green, or what. I don't know. Throw it back over there to the... any guess?
I'm trying to load back into it right now, DMS, and we're going to see if my little trick that I just pulled works or if I get kicked out again.
All right. Well, it looks like we are under caution. It
Well,
is
that took a while.
We are under caution. This is your second caution, and now the lineups are actually starting to make a little bit more sense. Got Burt Wilson in first, Chuck Sweeney in second. The 63 car of Glenn Jamieson going to be in right behind him. The 31 right behind him is going to be Richard Holland. Nick Hunt in the 00 car. Michael Atkins in the 41 is going to be sixth. 86 of John Sanu. Jastrick in the 17. Okay, now it just went to shit again. Jastrick is on pit road. Still single file here at Phoenix Motor Speedway. And Vern's doing his hack-em-all.
It failed, DMS, so I'm going to broadcast like Nation by watching the stream.
No, I was in real time. I had to go back. I wanted to see the replay there on the 17.
We got Burt Wilson out front, huh?
Burt Wilson, winner from last night's Truck Series.
Confidence right there. It does feel good to be back up here in the booth, though, DMS. Back in the booth with you tonight.
Definitely good to have you in here. You know what happens with confidence? There's always that one that brings the confidence to check.
It's called a wall. The wall did it to me.
It's called Chuck Sweeney.
It's called the wall.
You can damn well better believe Chuck's going to give that confidence a little bit of work right now.
I think it was the other way around, and I give Chuck's confidence a little bit of work tonight.
I'm talking about Burt Wilson.
Oh.
You're not even on the track. I'm done with that. That's an old story. But don't worry, we kept that in replay so that we can watch it over and over and over and over. Mike
yeah,
just
you
makes
do
the
that.
highlights.
How does that end up happening, DMS? Hi, Denise. Hi, Diana.
You gave me control of the VODs. Shame.
Man.
All right, here you go. Your top five: Burt Wilson, Chuck Sweeney, Glenn Jamieson, Richard Holland, and Nick Hunt. And we're about to go back green.
I'm looking in Discord, DMS. I see Hal's got his priorities right tonight.
Yeah. There we go. We're green. Chuck and Richard teaming out on that outside right there. And Bert's got just a little bit older tires. But you know, he's not going anywhere. He is gonna stick it in there. Chuck Sweeney's going to get out there. Richard Holland looks like he's going to drag in. Burt Wilson's going to drop down in behind for that P3. Right behind
there, Jamieson battling a little bit.
Yep. Right behind him is Glenn Jamieson and Michael Atkins Jr. You got 17 of Tommy Haynes. You know, he's kicking himself for losing it there on that corner, bringing that caution out. Of course, I don't know if it was him because it said caution earlier, and I don't know. Just going to blame it on iRacing. They were glitching the matrix.
That's right. It's always iRacing's fault. If not, it would be the fault of Nation 01. Last spotted in Las Vegas.
Jumping around in some Mexican's backyard.
Yeah, the alien was visiting the aliens. That right, DMS?
I wasn't going to go there.
Who was the alien?
Who you calling an alien?
Was it Nation or the illegal aliens living there?
I don't know. I heard they both got taken out ice.
They got deported.
We got a caution. Yellow, Michael Atkins Jr.
They apparently landed the mothership, Denise, in somebody's backyard in Las Vegas.
Let's take a look at here. Going down. Michael Atkins Jr. is going to come down, and he's just going to run out of room. He's going to bump into the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Trying to put that car and park it where it didn't belong. Trying to park it there, Vern,
Yeah.
where there was already a car.
Well, Tommy was there, and sometimes that happens, you know. Sometimes you
Bam.
make a move and the car's there, and
So that's going to bring out caution number 3. Caution
Yeah,
number
when-
3.
the guy on the bottom's got to have a little bit of room, because when you go to enter the corner that low, the car is probably going to slide up a bit, DMS, and I think that might have been a 50-50 deal.
You think so? No,
I
let's-
do. I
let's take a
think
look
that might have
again.
been a 50-50. I think the 17 might have come up off the bottom a little.
Well, you do see him going up a little bit right there, coming out of that turn, and they're going down the straightaway.
Yeah, watch the yellow line. See the 17 come up?
Yeah, I agree. I think, yep. Third time's a charm.
I think it was 50-50.
About a 50-50. About a
50-50.
50-50.
That means it's a racing incident.
That be a racing.
But that's short track racing. That's what Phoenix does. It gives you that short track racing. It's a ton of fun. And I made all the laps last night. I just wish I could have tonight, but it's fine.
Did you see him getting better on that replay, huh? I just don't have the flames. Diana and Dee Dee, he still has not sent me that file yet.
I got to find it. It's locked up in old overlays.
That's all right. We're going to have all new overlay, or all new for next season. So we'll get a boom and a flame and a whatever.
Exactly. We'll get a boom and a fire.
Fire.
Instead of boom confetti, we'll do boom fire. About busted DMS's eardrums.
We are currently under our third caution tonight at Phoenix.
Only three DMS.
And that's actually saying something.
It is.
We would
I
be
mean,
at 5 at halftime.
yeah. Because on the fresh tires, the car is really sketchy. And I thought for sure it would have been a little too sketchy for a couple of guys, and we would have been looking at maybe 5 of them before midway point of the race.
It's funny because we had a driver that jumped up into the broadcast booth while we were doing our opening, and he was bragging heavily.
He was fast.
I got
too.
the pole position. I got the fast car. Hey, how fast is that car?
It's
44
currently going
laps
in the
down
hauler.
fast.
It's going in the hauler right now. It retired early. I got a little bit too much out of it. What can I say?
Hey, you were doing some fantastic racing while it lasted.
Hey, that's
Reminded me-
You got to look at it as a positive, DMS. I'm headed in the right direction.
Hey, it reminds me of how it was when I was in my 20s.
That's right.
Came out of the hole fast as hell, but just couldn't last very long.
Finished it too quick.
Never could finish the race. All right, here we go. Chuck Sweeting, Richard Holland, Glenn Jamison, Nick Hunt, John Sanu, Jacob Daniels, David Nestor, Bert Wilson, Elsie Daly, and Tommy Haynes going to be your top 10. And we're about to go back to green. Here we go.
36-lap shootout. That's 35 when they take the green,
Oh,
DMS.
look at that. We had to check up. The 86 had to check up a little bit there, but there we go. We're green, and here it is. The race that we thought we were going to see last night, Chuck Sweeting and Richard Holland. Couldn't ask for a better. Trying to keep an eye out down here on that 56.
Yeah, Holland trying to get to his outside.
Holland trying to get to the outside, and yeah.
He's there.
In other words, that means I have no idea.
Sometimes if you can get out there, you can squeeze another guy's corner exit and make the top side work. But Chuck is so good around here, able to run right off that bottom and stay side by side with him, DMS. But right
Richard on
down
the
here in
outside.
3 and 4, yep.
Richard on the outside, Sweeting on the inside, and Sweety's going to let that one go. And we have our new race leader, Richard Holland. Working his ass off of that. But
Yeah,
he ain't
he's
go ahead.
using a lot of tire out there.
And he ain't going to be able to slack off. Got 33 laps to go. No slacking for Holland out there.
He's got to focus on keeping that 75 car behind him now. I mean, he's definitely got a good car here late.
Let's go back here and take a look at the 17 car here. Tommy Haynes got a group over there. Nick Hunt in the 5th spot going in he's on the outside.
Oh, we got a battle back here.
Yep, Jacob Daniels on the outside. Look at this. You got the 6 car of Elsie Daly running up.
Yeah. Burt Wilson leading that group. The 00 of Nick Hunt. 17 there, Tommy Haynes. Seen him involved in that last incident. Even John Sanu in the 86 sneaking in there. We got a race back here, DMS.
We sure do. Daly out there just making a moving and shaking. He's like,
Ooh.
It's like going through Atlanta traffic. Left, right, left, right.
Yeah, one of them cars back there, I believe it was Sanu, got all up on the brakes and just about got in the back of another one. Some good close racing back here. How would you put it, DMS? It's a damn good
It's
show.
a damn good race. It's a damn good race. Well, they're going to settle down a little bit. And out of all of that, we're going to have the 63 car. The 63 of Glenn Jamison. He's going to be taken in the 3rd spot right now, with Burt Wilson and behind him, Nick Hunt in the 00. Tommy Haynes rounding off top 6.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that 63 will be nowhere in sight. And then later on in these races, he just shows up towards the front, DMS.
I think the mothership has something to do with that, but look at this. Burt Wilson's going to make a move to the inside. And Glenn is just going to let him go by.
That's teammates racing.
And now he's got an eye on the prize. He's got an eye on the prize. He's going to try and trade down there that Chuck Sweeney. Richard Holland been able to get about a 300th of a tenth, or yeah, that mathematician stuff talking. God, blah, 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 blah.
0.3 of a second.
310, thank you.
Got to get the mathematician out. We need Nation, the West Virginia calculator. Nothing's better.
There you go.
I think they carved it in stone, DMS.
There you go. Seeing him go down the back stretch there.
You kind of wonder, though, if Sweeting's just holding back there and saving on some tires a little bit, you know?
You
20.
you never know. You don't know with him.
You don't, but I'm really impressed with the 70 car, Burt Wilson. He's actually running them down.
Yes, he is.
So we might have a really good last 20 laps here.
Well, we got 26 laps to go, and you know what? Richard is like to be a fly on that cage right in there.
Well, this is like a short feature race, isn't it? 25 laps.
On board now with the 31, Richard Holland, and you know what he's going to be thinking.
Yeah, keep the 75 in the rearview mirror.
Do I save? What's Sweeting doing? Is he saving? Is he moving? Why is he not up here?
I'll be honest with you. I think you just got to drive the wheels off of it at this point, drive the racetrack, and run your own race. Holland did a great job on the outside there, and I'll tell you, even if Sweeting closes in because you see he's 2/10 back, catching him's one thing, but passing him's another, DMS.
That is true. That is true. And let's go ahead on to the rear cam of that 75. Why? Look at this. Look who's in the mix. We got that 70 car.
He's about ready to get the 70 indented in his bumper. Burt won that race last night, so he's got the confidence tonight, DMS.
Yes,
and
he's
trying to bring that confidence in the play late right here in this one. You go on board with Burt, he's willing it.
Well, let's do that right now. We'll go on board.
Watch his close up in the corner. I mean, Burt's really driving it in the corner right here.
Chuck's going to dive down to the inside.
Yeah, this is where Holland just needs to relax. He could run that high side right here. Do like he did before and use it to his advantage, trying to get the momentum off the corner here and try to fend that 75 car off.
Riding along here with 1, 2, and 3.
And Burt, kind of, if I'm Burt right now, I'm like, get together, get together. Makes it easier, but I'll tell you, I think Burt's just as fast as they are for sure.
I think so. Had to check up a little bit there. Got off a little bit late on that one there. Lost a little bit of time, but he's going to move right back up in there.
Yeah, and I noticed right there through 1 and 2, I seen the red line hit, so he is shifting. I'm going to see if he's shifting down to 3 and 4 DMS. It doesn't appear he's shifting in 3 and 4, but he's definitely shifting down here 1 and 2. And Holland's just got to keep that 75 back there for 20 laps here.
Now, that's easier said than done.
You're right, it is. I think if he races a track, though, I mean, just race the track. Don't worry about the guy behind you. Worry about your own car. Yeah, I think Burt might have used that right front a little bit and pissed it off, DMS.
Yeah.
Holland's a smart racer. He's got a lot of championships, a lot of race wins, and he might have held back just enough right front tire here to make it the last 19 laps.
There we go. 122, 18 to go. So far, 3 cautions.
These guys are 1 and 2 in points for a reason. And they've been 1 and 2 in the finishes on the track, too.
Pretty
DMS.
much.
Whether it's one way or the other, Holland winning, Sweeting second, or Sweeting winning and Holland second.
Chuck going to dive down to the inside, and he's going to take a look again.
This is a battle we're going to see go all the way into Dega next week.
17 laps to go.
Yeah, Holland's going to let him have the bottom here, DMS, because Holland's able to keep the momentum on the high side. And Chuck can't do that, so he can't make the move late down the straightaway. You almost got to set him up on corner exit here and get underneath of him.
Chuck's going to look to that inside, and Holland is able to.
Now, he set him up
back.
that time. He did it on quarter exit, but Holland will have the advantage with that high side and that momentum up there. Plus, it keeps that 75 bound down there on that line where he can't get a good run off the corner. What a great race we got going on. These fans are getting a hell of a show here right now.
I'm not trying to ignore everybody else, but we've got 15 laps to go, and we've got 1 and 2 battling head-to-head.
Yeah, Chuck looks really good down there on the bottom right now. He's not coming up off of that line too much and getting a good run through the corner, but down here he struggles a little bit.
Going to get a nose out there, and Holland looks like Holland's going to let him go.
You use a lot of tire. Sometimes it's easier to do that, DMS, because when you're up there on that high side like that, you're really abusing those tires. And you can do it for 4 or 5 laps. When they get hot, though, you got to back down.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you've seen with Holland there. And the 75 car has just been back there biding his time. We know that.
Now the question is did he burn out that right side? Because you got Burt Wilson catching up.
I think he at least got it hot up there, if I had to guess. So you can see that Sweeting's starting to pull away now. I'll tell you what they're screaming back here. Caution, caution, caution. I wouldn't mind seeing one either, DMS.
Take one for the team. Somebody.
Yeah, we get one and stack them up again, and let's see how it shakes out, right?
Yeah, and
I see debris on the track, DMS. Look.
Yeah, too bad we can't do that.
I bet it's been dropped out of the mothership. I bet Nation's up there throwing beer cans out again.
We also want to mention here. Let's go back to the 17 car. Tommy Haynes, hell of a race for him tonight.
Yeah, we've seen him involved in that last incident not too long ago in the 17 car, able to drive himself up here to 4th, and he's starting to run down those 2 cars in front of him.
Boy, oh boy, look at that 70 of Burt Wilson. He's just chomping at that bit to get around Holland.
Yeah, Bert's got another strong run here tonight. Really good to see him. Really good to see him and his confidence up. Never know. We get a caution. That 70 might come out on top and sweep it. I think they're both going to have company, though, with that 17 of Tommy Haynes back there. He's lurking.
He's lurking. We got 10 laps to go. Why we have 10 laps? Well, let's see. Mic cut out.
What?
It's on the mic cut out.
We'll tape it back together.
Now my cameras are screwing up.
Get Nation. He'll rewire it for you. Him and the aliens will. You'll be talking to Pluto.
Tommy Haynes right up there, getting right up close to Burt.
I'll tell you, I've been watching Tommy run a little bit different line, DMS, and it seems to be working for him. I mean, he's really able to keep a good, solid line, a lot of speed through the center of the corner. And we might just get that driver in the interview booth again.
We might.
Right down here is that different line. See how he's all the way up there at the top of the track and he's cutting the car down? Look at the run he gets down the straightaway.
Yeah.
I learned that in practice. I just didn't utilize it in a race.
Oh, well, you kind of did. But
Well,
when you
you
went to the outside, you went to the outside. And then
Right.
the inside.
And then the inside. I was chasing the back end when I went to the outside.
You were thinking you were just in the wrong race. Let's just admit it. You thought you were
No,
Tokyo.
I
You were
wasn't. I did everything I set out to do, and that was I learned, and I found speed, DMS, and that's exactly what it was about. Not always about winning, because first you got to get better to win.
Yeah.
And I found that. I made adjustments on my rig.
And we got a caution.
Son of a bitch, we got our wish. There was debris on the track from the alien ship.
I'm not really sure on that one.
We're gonna have a green-white checker, DMS. This shit's getting real now, and I'll bet you nobody's got any tires left.
See if we can't see something back here. Riding along with Atkins.
All the tires are gone.
Somebody is smoking.
What happened?
Oh, gee, Atkins.
Atkins
it looks
is-
like. It looks like the 72, maybe. Or no, the 00. So let's go ahead and.
Oh yeah, something happened with the 0041. Got right in the back of them. Lot of damage on the front of that 41 car.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the 41 the 00 of Nick Hunt.
Oofed.
Go ahead and see if we can't back it up here a little bit.
I think they're in the same Discord server too. It'd be an interesting conversation. We might want to leech ourselves down into that one.
Can't tell if this is before or after.
I don't know. You can right here. You can see the 00's damage pretty bad in the front already.
Yeah, let's go back and see if we can. Oh, yeah. All right, he's got. Oh, okay. He came on. He got into it with the 86, and then just got tagged right in the old caster.
Oh yeah, he looks like he got turned up in the wall, huh?
Yeah, that would be.
And I'm gonna say the
86 of
41
John
had
Sanu. Here they go.
Michael Atkins
Going down on
Jr.
the
had nowhere to
inside.
go.
Going down to the inside. You got Sanu on the outside. I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. Two cars trying to occupy the same space. It's physics. Can't do that.
00 couldn't go much lower right there. In fact, 86 might have rotated down a little too far.
Well, that's why you're the professional.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at where the 00's left sides were, and they were down close to the yellow line, about as close as you could get, actually. And the 86, there was a lot of gap there, and he just kind of turned down to the left.
Now look at this. Look at what we have going on here.
Burt Wilson.
Chuck Sweeney and Richard Holland both pitting.
Did they have tires? That's the question. Did you pay attention to see if they went up on the jack?
No, we were too busy trying to figure out.
Well, I mean, I could see them pitting if they had tires, but if they don't have tires, there probably wasn't no reason to right there. In fact, I would rather be in the position Burt Wilson or Tommy Haynes is in with a lower fuel
I was
load.
just going to say, we got 3 laps to go, and look who is up front.
Yeah, and it put them back there a little ways too, DMS, and that's we might get another green-white checker.
We might.
We'll find out though after they go green if that 75 and 31 start blowing through
There
these
we go.
guys.
Pace car's off. We're going to go green, green, green. Bert's going to give it. Give her, give her, give her. .41 down there. Oh, getting into Holland. Holland is back. There. He's going to have to drop back.
Well, Burt trying to go for the sweep here.
Chuck Sweeney going to dive down to the middle.
Oh, we got some cars out there, back there connecting, huh?
That was Elsie Daly going up and connecting with the wall there, but Burt Wilson, he got 2 to go. With the 17 of Tommy Haynes in
Look
behind
at
him,
that
Chuck Sweeney
75
coming up into the
blowing
third
through.
spot. Oh, Chuck. What do we got going on here?
I don't know how you get through that much traffic that quick.
Chuck's going to go to the outside.
Maybe he's got fresh tires,
He's
DMS.
he's going to go. Wow. Wow. Chuck is going to hang it out to the outside.
Nice win, Chuck. Good job, Chuck.
Chuck on the
I don't
final.
know how
Wow.
in the hell he did that.
I have no idea. Wow. I thought we still had one to go.
Good job. You ruined my dream.
Yeah,
Chuck squeezing it out. Here, let's go ahead. We got to watch that. We got to watch that.
Don't worry, man.
Chuck's on the outside. Coming up to the checkered flag. They're going to bump. And it's just, what is the interval? Oh, my God. .013.
Yeah.
Chuck is going to steal that win away with a .013.
Good right there, Bert.
My God. It looks like the 75 is also going to get driver of the day. Wow. Well, and I lost my co-host. We lost our co-host.
I see what happened there, John. You run in the back of the 72, and yeah, I didn't have nowhere to go.
And there he is, your winner tonight at Phoenix, Chuck Sweeney.
It's all good, man.
Get into someone couple of corners
I knew
before
something
the
happened. It
yeah.
looked
We
like you
wanted
slammed
to
the brakes on.
we
I knew
wanted
you
to
didn't
stay
do
up
that,
here in
so,
front.
I was just getting back in the throttle, and it looked like you just kind of checked out, so I knew something happened in front of you probably, but yeah, sorry.
All right, let's get our winner. While they sort that all out, not really sure what the hell.
Yeah, 10-4.
How about it? You got a copy, Chuck?
Hey, how's it going?
My oh my, you just out there to take away everything.
Yeah, I had to apologize for Bert taking the sweep away from him, but you know, you got to go for it.
You know what the gap was, right?
.012, I think.
Yeah, .013, .013. Stolen back from last night. Good job. Take us through those last 10 laps.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think maybe I should have just stayed out, but if I'd have stayed out, they'd have probably all pitted. So I don't know. It worked out, I guess. You know, Bert didn't have to leave me that much room on the outside either, so it's good, clean racing from him, and I appreciate that. So it was pretty crazy there. Restarting seventh and 2 laps to get to the lead. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, it looked like your biggest hurdle was going to be the 41 of Michael Atkins when you guys came back out, but seemed to get around him pretty well.
Yeah, they just all got kind of stacked up there. The older tires up front were kind of holding up some of the guys that were directly in front of me, and I was able to turn it down low and get underneath a couple of them. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what happened. I have to go back and look at it. But I think Jacob was nice too. He left me some room in the dog leg on the backstretch there because I had a run on him.
Oh man, that was. You know, I'll tell you, everybody was getting excited. Yeah, I mean, what we thought was going to happen last night actually happened tonight. And man, watching you and Holland go at it was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun early too with Vern. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he lost his focus or what, but I was doing everything I could just to stay with him, and then he made a little mistake there, and then I was kind of on my own for a while.
Yeah. I mean, you and Vern were racing the first 50-some laps together. Didn't look like either one of you guys were going to give up anything. And then, of course, Vern hit the outside wall, then the inside wall, then he spun around and hit the pace car, and then he jumped up into the fans and, or stands and started shaking hands with the fans and signing autographs. The next thing you know, he's putting it on the hauler.
Yeah, that was a shame that we ever have. I was having a lot of fun just trying to race, stay with him. he was fast, and we were pulling away from the rest of the field, and then the whole thing flipped around at the end there. But yeah, good race. Had a good time.
Well, congratulations on the win and driver of the day.
Oh wow.
Driver of the day, unanimously.
Wow, that's surprising. That's the first time I've ever gotten one of those.
Well, Chuck, is there anybody that you'd like to thank?
Just the usual. Just thanks to the whole WFO league, all the admins, Hal for the support in the league, and thanks to all drivers for racing with such respect and making it such a pleasure. Thanks for the awesome broadcaster and commentator, and everybody else that puts this thing together week in and week out.
Well, sure is a lot of fun, and races like tonight make me keep wanting to come back.
Yeah, it got a little boring there in the middle, but we made up for it at the end, I think.
Sure did. You sure did. Well, any thoughts going into Talladega?
Oh, just dread, I think, is all I got going into Talladega. It'll be fun. These guys race with respect, so I expect a fairly clean race till we get down to the end there, and then I don't know. We'll see how it works out. They've never been good tracks for me, so I'm going there with a bit of trepidation, but I'll do my best and try to come out on the other side of it.
Well, congratulations on your win, and good luck till next week. We'll be here.
Thanks a lot, DMS. You have a great night.
You too.
Thank you.
There you go, your winner, Ed Phoenix, the number 75 of Chuck Sweeney. Led 46 laps and won by a margin of 0.013. 0.013. Amazing. Coming in the second spot tonight was the 70. Mr. Bert Wilson, you got a copy. Mr. Bert Wilson. Hello, 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 hello.
Well,
You got a copy there, Bert.
I do. How you doing, DMS?
Man, I am doing fantastic. I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to lie. On that caution, I saw Chuck dive in. I saw Richard dive in, and I went, oh, my God, Bert Wilson.
So did I. I didn't think there was any way they could fly through that many cars in 2 laps, so I was mainly worried about Tommy. And then all of a sudden, I see the freaking blue nose every time. I'm like, what the fuck? So I could have been a shithead and tried to pinch him up, but I ran him up pretty high as it was, but
well, and
it wasn't worth it.
And he mentioned that, and he gave kudos for just being just a professional clean racer. Said he knows you could have gone up there and tightened it up a little bit for him, but
because you know what would have happened? I'd have gone up there, he'd have turned me, we'd all gotten a big pile of shit, and 7th would have won.
Well, man, what a week for you, my friend.
Right? One of the tracks I loathe the most, I almost swept. I thank Chuck for wrecking my dream, but
0.013. 0.013.
Yeah.
It was a gorgeous race, though. It was a fantastic race. And once again, just like last night in the truck race, you came out of nowhere, and there you were.
Well, that caution, I don't know how many were left, 40 left or so. I took tires, and nobody else in the top did. So I was basically able to do what they did on the last lap and just blast through the field. And they were faster than me all night. So, the new tires kept me with them, but I was starting to fade when the caution came out again. And when they pulled in, I was really hoping more people would stay out and put them further back, but I really thought I had a shot at it. And the old butthole was pretty puckered there on the last turn.
Well,
but it didn't work out.
Up with about 20 to 25 laps left, you had Richard out in the lead. You had Chuck, and you were right up there with Chuck. And what happened? Did you burn the outside tire, or?
I'm just not as good at rolling the center as they were, and I wasn't hitting my marks as consistent as they were. So I'd blow corner 2 and lose a couple tenths and catch back up and put some pressure on Richard, and catching somebody here and passing them here two different stories. I followed Michael Atkins. I don't know how long in the middle of the race. I was faster than him, but I couldn't get around him. So
Yeah.
I watched them two battle. They'd battle, slow each other up. I'd catch up, but they were just faster than me. They were more consistent, like most weeks. But
Well, you
third, second, I'll take. I
You,
can't
you
complain about that.
definitely can't take away, brother. You can't take away a win last night and coming in second tonight and barely coming in second, almost taking the full sweep. Congratulations there, Bert. And is there anything you would like to thank? And what are your thoughts about going into Talladega?
Well, Talladega's going to be a crapshoot, but thank all the usual suspects, you for announcing, Vern for running this thing, and Hal for sponsoring, fans for being here, Macaulay for admin, and it's a great place to race. I look forward to racing here every week, even on the tracks that I loathe. And the drivers themselves are all fun to race. They're all clean, respectful, and hard racers. So nothing's ever easy, and that's exactly how you want it, right?
You got that right. Finally, he was able to pull your car up. Got all the way through the interview and finally able to pull your car up. Oh.
Well, at least I had gas at the end tonight.
Yep. At least we didn't have a repeat of last night, but it worked out for you last night.
Well, tire strategy tonight, fuel strategy last night. Again, it was a strategy race that came down to it at the end and came up a little bit short. So,
well, Bert, congratulations, brother, man. I mean, what a wonderful week, man. I mean, I don't know what it's going to do for you in points. I don't have that with me, but man, I'll tell you what. I know in the truck series, it's anybody's ball game, and tonight you just had a fantastic race, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, everybody's double digits, I think, now with Holland getting mixed up at the end there. So it's pretty much Chuck's, I think, unless he flies off the track, off the grid, and into outer space.
Yeah.
He's got it wrapped up for this one. But yeah, trucks, 4 points back, anybody's game. So thanks for the time.
All right, brother. Have a great night.
You too.
There you go. The 70 machine of Bert Wilson and that nerds. Coming in your P2 position tonight. P3 coming up next is going to be Mr. Tommy Haynes. As soon as I can get him up here. How about it, Tommy? You got a copy?
Roger that, buddy.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Man, oh man, oh man. So run me through the race because you had a fast car. You were out there. You were doing what you needed to do. You were hitting your marks. Had a little bit of screw up there and lost it, but turned around and brought it in with one of the best finishes that I have seen since I've been here.
Yeah, that was wild right there, man. I was hoping there'd be enough cars to stay out. Me and Bert could have settled it there at the end, but here come old Chucky boy. He's on the outside coming. So what do you do, man? I gave him room. I wasn't gonna wreck nobody for second or the win. I mean,
yeah,
I want to win, but I ain't gonna rough nobody up like that.
Well, and he definitely understands that, and he definitely said that. He said that in his interview. He said you gave him a lot of room, and he said that was one of the reasons that he loves racing here so much. Bert racing him clean, you racing him clean. Either one of you could have jammed him up, and to be honest with you, I'd have never thought going into the pits and coming out in seventh that you would have been able to win in 3 laps to be able to do what he did, but he did.
I didn't think he could do it either, man. I knew him and Rich was fast, and when I seen him, I didn't have no more. I took my last set of tires that last caution that come out, and I think me and Bert both took our last set. We didn't have no more, but after I got up through the field and got to fourth, I was catching Bert and him. I think I may have had a little better car than Bert at the end, but that caution slowed us all up, and it took me a little while. And once I got going, I had better long run speed than I did short run speed, though. But I'll take a third and get on out of here.
Thoughts on Talladega next week?
I'm ready, man. I like Talladega. I plan on running up front the whole time.
Nice. Anyone you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank you for your broadcasting, Vern, Hal, and everybody that puts the league on, McCulley, for getting everything going. Everybody on our team down there at T&J Motorsports. It's just fun, man. It's a good bunch of group of guys here. I enjoy it. So looking forward to next week and get a little break and start season 12 or whatever it's called.
Oh, and we've got a good season planned for 12.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Congratulations tonight on your P3. It was a well-fought race and it was fantastic to watch.
I hope it was good for the broadcast. That should have been good for the people watching, coming down almost a 3 wide for the win there at the end. So
It was beautiful.
there you go, buddy. Well, have a good week, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, brother.
All right, buddy.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our interviews tonight. Again, we will go through. Not sure. Hold on here. We'll get it. All right. A recap. Your winner tonight is going to be Chuck Sweeney. Coming in second is the 70 machine of Burt Wilson. Tommy Haynes third. Glenn Jamison in the 63 machine in fourth. John Sanu is going to round off the top 5 in the 86 machine. LZ Daly in the 6 machine is going to finish 6th. Jess Rick in the 10 machine is going to finish 7th. 72 machine of Jacob Daniels running 8th. 41 Michael Atkins going to take the 9th spot. And David Nestor in the 36 going to round off your top 10 this week at Phoenix. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out. God bless. You all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you in Talladega. Peace and have a great week.
One, two, three, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb so high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now? Turn it up. Are you ready for this? Oh, I can see my name under big lights. It sure looks good to me. I'm coming up now, I'm ready for the big time.
I hear the end of the stream music.